Hey guys, it's me Zane and it's a bright sunny day. What a beautiful day, but you cannot see me, so I'm not gonna film here. So today I'm gonna show you what I bought at the Budapest Orchid Show. I got 5 plants, 2 orchids, so at first I'm gonna show you the non-orchids. So the first 2 plants I bought are Hoyas. Like, I wanted to have Hoyas when I was born. I didn't find Hoyas like anywhere. Okay, there is a Czech site which has a pretty wide variety of Hoyas, but the shipping is just really high, so I didn't order Hoyas from them, but finally I have 2 Hoyas with me here and I'm gonna show you them. So the first one is just a really tiny cutting. It's the Hoya pubicalix. Yeah, there's only 2 leaves. I got this unpotted. This was just a little cutting with a lot of roots on it because it was sitting in water. I potted this one up and yes, it looks like I put this one upside down, but no, this is the good way of growing. The leaves are still leathery and kind of too soft for a Hoya, so I'm waiting for this one to catch. And the another one is, well, it's a bigger guy. Hoya, it's a girl. It's a big girl. So this one is the Hoya australis, which has beautiful blooms. Oh my god, those star-shaped blooms are just really beautiful. So this was potted in a smaller pot. Yeah, decided to pot this up in this pot. I just fell in love with it. This is so beautiful and it's gonna be even more beautiful when it will grow. So I'm waiting for this one to actually hydrate itself after the repotting. And there is one peduncle, or how do you call that? I'm not that experienced if I can say that this is gonna bloom or what's happening, or just sitting here and it's gonna bloom when she wants, but there is a peduncle, so that's good. I'm good with that. Okay, the next plant won't fit in the frame. You remember I said I like pendant, huge waterfall plant thingies? Well, look at this. So I bought this plant because it looks like this. This is the whole plant, but actually it's even longer because I made a loop from the ends. It's heavy. It's a long plant. I mean, when I was trying to untangle the whole plant after buying it, because it was just going around in the pot, and I was like, oh, I have to untangle this because I want to see how long it is, and I untangled it. This plant was in this room, and I was holding one end of these strings. I was in the other room and the other corner of the other room, so this one is huge. And this is the Ceropegia, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce the first word. It's something woody, but it's called the chain of hearts or string of hearts or something like that. I still need to repot this one. Sorry, this is the dishwasher. Okay, before I show you the orchids which I got at the Budapest Orchid Show, I will show you another plant which I got from one of my viewers. He's from Switzerland, his name is Dini, and he sent me this ugly thing. This is an Amorphophos konjac, I don't know how should I pronounce that, but this plant is the brother of that huge thing, the biggest flower on earth. So this is the smaller brother of it, and it looks amazing. It's so dark. I was dying for this flower. This is just so beautiful. Again, the dishwasher. I mean, come on, can I film? So, thank you, Demi, for this thingy. If we're talking about orchids, I have selected taste for orchids now. I bought something which was a really good deal, and I bought something which I needed. So, at first, the really good deal is gonna be huge. I mean, what? Okay, so this is the Schomburgkia, not Schomburgkia, it's renamed. It's Myrmecophila, what is the other name? Thomsoniana. It's a huge orchid, I mean, come on, and what is this huge pot here? The price for this orchid was 7.50 euros. You ask why? Well, it was kind of wobbly in the pot, and the vendor, the Hungarian vendor from the orchid house, was like, oh, you can have it for 7 euros. Then I was like, okay, that's enough for me. At first, I wanted to repot into a 14 centimeter pot, and then I thought, okay, that's not gonna be enough. And I had this one big pot, so I repotted this into this one. But I thought if I'm gonna place leca in this whole pot, this is going to be really wet at the center, so you cannot see because I did a pretty good job with that, but I placed I placed packing peanuts. There are packing peanuts in the center of this pot, and I was really creative with this one. Not bragging, but you know. Okay, just kidding. I placed a layer of leca on the bottom of the pot, then I made a tube from paper. I placed the tube into the pot, and I placed leca around the tube, and I placed the packing peanuts into the tube, and I just pulled out the paper tube, and tada! Packing peanut core for the orchid. So it was a win situation, and after that I just filled up the pot. This should be blooming size, right? Am I right? I hope. I just bought it because it was cheap, and it's a miracle. Like 1 meter long spikes. I need that. I'm happy with this one. It looks healthy. There's nothing wrong with this one, so I'm happy for this plant. Okay, and the last thing, it's a specimen. It's a real specimen, and I need this plant like crazy. Here it comes. Wow, this is so big. Oh, this leaf. Ooh. What's with you? Dendrobium lindley, I think I just butchered that name, but this is the Dendrobium lindley. It was called an aggregatum. Okay, there's a confusing history with this name, because there was an orchid which was named Dendrobium aggregatum, but after that it was renamed to Maxillaria. After that there was another orchid named Dendrobium aggregatum. After that there was another orchid named as Dendrobium aggregatum variety Jenkinsii, but after a time they get renamed. So the aggregatum variety Jenkinsii got renamed as Dendrobium Jenkinsii, and the Dendrobium aggregatum got renamed as Dendrobium lindley. So there is no orchid named right now as Dendrobium aggregatum. I hope I get the history of this plant correctly. So I got this orchid for 23 euros. It was worth it. I had to count the pseudobulbs on this one. 50. Yeah, I told you it's worth it. And I got a 3 euro discount on this one because I said to the vendor that I can mention the name of his orchid nursery in my videos. So right now I have to search for it on the internet because I cannot remember that. It's the Italian vendor. It was a new vendor at the Budapest Orchid Show. But maybe I'm gonna butcher that Italian name. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of it because I'm not Italian. The guy is called Luigi Carlini, and the orchid nursery is Le Orchidee del Lago Maggiore. This is the part when the Google Translate comes in. Italian language.
Le orchidee del lago Maggiore.
Maggiore. Le orchidee del lago Maggiore. I'm born Italian. What should I say? So I was told that this plant, the last flowering in spring, this plant had 15 spikes. I mean, what the hell, 15 spikes, that's incredible. Right now I have to water it until December. After it, 1 month of no water and very strong light. I mean, I'm gonna burn this plant to death. I hope I can provide that much sun in the winter, because in winter I don't get that too much sun. But anyways, I'm hoping that I can get sun in the winter and provide sun for this little fella here. And after flowering I will repot this one because I don't want to disturb it right now. I want blooms. I want those yellow cascade blooms. So these are my plants. I bought these plants at the Budapest Orchid Show. Okay, I wanted to buy a Macradamia multiflora, but they bought it right before me. I was behind that guy who bought that plant, and I was like crying inside that I wanted to buy that one. It was in my hands, and I was like, okay, I'll buy it later. Not. So I was walking there, and suddenly Paphiopedilum sanderianum seedlings for like 160 euros, and I was like, okay, bye. But there was the Paphiopedilum shiny sanders, and I was like, oh my god, I need this. 60 euros. With 2 new growths, and I was like, I need this one, but I won't buy an orchid this pricey. I should have. This is my biggest regret from the show. So if you want to surprise me, buy me a Paphiopedilum shiny Sanders. Why I want that one? Because it's a 75% Paphiopedilum sunder, you know, hybrid, and I need that in my life because it's beautiful. So this is my video for today. I hope you like my plants and I hope you like this video. If you like this video, click on the like button, leave a comment, share this video, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my other channel, subscribe to everything, but it's regarding me, visit my Instagram where you can find pictures of me and from plants, but I think the plants are more interesting. So, okay, see you next time. Bye guys. Oh, it's ugly. Ew.